Hello, hello, hello. I'm just waiting for Rob to drop that finger. I am JoeJoeKeys. You're watching Indie Music Live, episode 178. How's everybody doing tonight? I am busy AF. We're sitting here with Nadira Norjahan, as always. How you doing, Nadira?
With painted on blue jeans. You got to see what's going on. It's crazy down there.
Painted on. I like that.
Yeah.
So we also have a featured artist tonight from Game Breaks, who's a band that's a featured artist a long way back in the beginning of the Indie Music Plus days, and partner of Omega Sparks, who's also a co-host. He's hanging out here tonight. We'll be talking to him in a little bit. Akande is coming up tonight also with his song Tide. I really like this one. And then we also have a recent review that's almost going to be posted on the website as soon as Dave gets around to it. The Forks. So I'm going to stop talking now and let you two take over for about 30 seconds. Go.
All right, man. Feeling good tonight. Yeah, we also just posted Poly Drive.
Oh, did we? That's nice.
Yeah, that's up there now. It was nice to it's been a few months just because we've been backed up. It was nice to go listen again. Their music, man. That was the one that was kind of like Savage Garden, you know? So yeah. But yeah, the Forks will be up very soon, if not tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you can speak for yourself about being backed up, I'm pretty regular myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, bulletproof coffee.
Nadira, what have you been up to?
Laughing at you guys. No, just recording. Like I was talking to Dave earlier. The book that I wrote some time ago should be published soon, and I am finishing the soundtrack for it. So the soundtrack already has 2 tracks out. The Love and Honey that you like so much, that's one of the tracks, and the soundtrack is almost finished.
Cool. And your hubby has a new book that's coming out like in tomorrow or something too, right?
Hubby?
Sam?
I don't see no rings on these fingers. Anyway.
Your partner in life, whatever you want to call him.
Sam Archer.
I think we need to have a meeting about this. It sounds like there might be some tension there.
Sam Archer has a book called The Hybrid Executive, which is going to do a soft release. It's going to be on soft release tomorrow. You could look for the evite to that on Facebook, I think LinkedIn, Instagram. So,
I mean, which book's going to sell more, his or yours?
I don't know. His book is Hybrid Executive is geared toward the indie artist, and basically the indie artist focused on business, being a business, you know, recognizing themselves as a business. So I think the book is really going to do well. Yeah,
it's really cool. I actually have a copy of it on my desktop here, and I haven't read the whole thing just because I don't have time to read. But we're talking about helping them promote it or maybe put it in our store a little bit. We're not really sure. We're discussing things. So it's a cool thing, though. It's cool what he's doing. So let's go ahead and start the show. I think we have Akande. Is that how you say it, Dave? You're always my pronouncer.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Dave the pronouncer. Akande with his song Tide. We're going to check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments. Share this video out. We'll be right back.
Am I out of line? I feel like giving you up tonight. I tell you give it a rest, but it never goes that way. Sway, doing your best to push me away. Well, I think that's rich, coming from a mouth like yours. This is probably a test, checking how it stay. I know you're doing your best to push me away. 'Cause honey, there's too many places you don't want
a submission off the website that was a few months back. I think back in April. We're still catching up with some of those. I go through them and I find strong tracks. This was definitely one of them. As I re-listened to it tonight for the show, I was like, "Damn, that's smooth." So Akande with Tide. I don't know anything about this guy. He's kind of hard to find online. I don't know. I didn't look. I don't know. You can find much about him, but it's a good track. Nadira, why don't you repeat everything you just said while we were listening?
Yeah, I mean, I like the video. That's like really focused on him, just being a free spirit and just like enjoying. You know, I love lyrics, so the lyrics are really solid. His vocals are really nice. Actually, his vocals are above nice to me. The production of the vocals are really great because I was sitting here listening to it and I forgot that I was actually listening because I had to. Like, I really enjoyed it. So the video is really nice. Everything about it is nice. I'm really sad to know that he's not, you can't really find much information about him. That's one of the things that where indies do a disservice to themselves by not having an internet presence.
Are we sure that the guy dancing in the video is actually Akande? It could be somebody else.
It could be somebody
We're
else.
assuming.
But I really like the focus. I like the video, the whole, I think it's really cool.
Dave, you want to snuggle with his afro, right?
I want to what?
Dave wants to snuggle with his afro. He was saying.
I do.
That was our transition.
No, I think smooth is the word though, man. That was a great song. His delivery is very relaxed, which is kind of unique, almost like low on emotion, but it works for him. I was feeling some of the Weekend just in production style, super smooth low end, and that video. I'm not sure the story behind it, who he is. He looks like he just walked off the basketball court, and all of a sudden he just starts kind of doing dance move on the beach. It's like
look at all the pretty colors.
Yeah, what's this guy doing? I don't know, who is that, but
cool. So moving on, let's go ahead and bring in tonight's featured artist. Give Rob a second to set up shot, I think. Game Breaks was a featured artist way back in the day when we first started, where we didn't even really do interviews yet. And so we've been having Omega Sparks on just because he's the loudest, I think. I don't know, but
he forced his way in, man.
As a co-host, over the past couple of years, really, he's been semi-regular as well. And honestly, I don't know why we never had Swats. I guess he's just quiet or something. I don't know. But he submitted to be a featured artist as a solo artist recently. And once I saw his email, I mean, I didn't get back to you instantly, but it was an instant yes, just so you know. And so he's got a new single out, some new songs out, and he's going to tell us about it. So what's up, Swats? How you doing?
What's going on? Thanks for having me on the show, guys. How y'all been?
Man, good to have you back. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing on your own and about your new single. I'm really tired and can't remember the name of it again, but something about hard times.
Yeah, absolutely. New single is called Never Stand Down.
Thank you.
So I am with Game Breaks. My name is Swats, one of the lead vocalists alongside Omega Sparks. I am doing my own solo project right now. I've released to date 4 songs from the album. When I first started talking about it and getting the interest out there, I was releasing it as an EP, but I have 10 full songs now. They'll be releasing shortly as well. It's over 27 minutes long, so really excited about that. And the new single, Never Stand Down, it's the latest one I've released. It is about the corporate workplace, or the workplace in general. It's kind of featured off of some drama that I've been involved in and just kind of heard of. And, I had some friends who were employed and were let go. And the song is dedicated to folks who, by no fault of their own, have been let go from a position that they had. They've been doing all the right stuff and working really hard. And by the powers that be, pay grades way higher than all of ours, decisions can be made. And sometimes people can find themselves without a job. So this is a song dedicated to all of them, to let them know that, I love them. I've been there. I've seen the worst of it, and that I know that they're going to be okay.
Cool. I had a great joke about 27 minutes and my morning regular activities, but I'm going to skip it because now we're serious. So let's check this song out. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
Making
girls was for show. It's here now. They wanna take it down. Making girls was for show. It's here now. They wanna take it down. But you're right. You're right. That's when you're right. You're right. But you're right. You're right. That's when you're right. This won't face me. It's time to break free. Yeah. Retreat. I won't allow you face to face. We never stand under pressure. I've been a little concerned. I'm thinking of what I've heard. Roadblocks gonna get in the way. Everybody got a plan till they hit in the face. And I wonder, I feel a little obscure, or maybe I'm insecure. Never get complacent, only constant in all the world is change. There's nothing news that I need. Man, I got a household to feed. I've been saving up till we made it up. It don't say enough, I'm not giving up. Everybody gon' learn. My vision is on my terms. My bridges are what I give 100% and I give a portion the weekend. So now you threaten, better do what I say. Making girls was for show. It's here now. They wanna take it down. Making girls was for show. It's here now. They wanna take it down. But you're right. You're right. That's when you're right. You're right. But you're right. You're right. That's when you're right. This won't face me. It's time to break free. Yeah. Retreat. I won't allow you face to face. We never stand down. On my conscience, I pleaded my defense. This just don't make sense. I'm never gonna give up. What am I gonna do? Questions. Can't live in the past tense. Focus on the present. But I be taking the beating, but I got plenty to treat it. I gotta be undefeated. My kids looking at me. In the face of defeat. Never gonna crush all my dreams.
So I came up with this original quote last year. I think you'll enjoy. Your story before the song kind of triggered my memory on it. So here's the quote. If you kiss ass long enough in corporate America, eventually you become the ass that you've been kissing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what happens. If that's the route that somebody chooses in their life, they, you know, if it's that important that they want to step up the ladder and they just bend over and kiss ass the whole time, it's like, yeah, eventually they become that person themselves. So,
yeah,
you know, it just makes you think, is it worth it? Was it worth it to like change your identity just to make another $5,000 a year? But anyway, yeah. Anyway, all right, dude. There's a couple things I wanted to kind of get your perspective on. Some of it is related to game breaks. I just want to kind of piece this sound together, you know, starting at the core. And I don't know if you've seen our shows where Omega was on, but I've said this often that like the timing you guys have in that project is just so tight, man. Like your percussive rap style and how it interplays with the drums. It's a very rare balance, you know, because it just shows your consciousness of the beats as you're writing and as you're delivering your lyrics. Like you're always thinking about it. And the vast majority of rappers don't. They just kind of zone in on what they're saying, and they don't really play back and forth with the drums. It like the drums are your friend. Like it's truly like another rapper in your songs. Like you guys are just going. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something that we pride ourselves on. You know, being percussive, being dynamic, and then having these really crazy lyrics on top of that. But then a lot of our lyrics mean multiple things as well. So it's very intelligent rap style. But I definitely pride myself on being a wordsmith and being a percussive style rapper, you know, because I want to keep it interesting. And it's super fun to me, man. It's super fun to me.
Yes, there was I don't think I've ever asked Omega this question, so I'll just ask you, is with the whole, like the path of your career, just with the Game Breaks project, kind of moved towards the gaming industry, right? And you started getting popular. You're in games, you're at gaming competitions and everything. I've never asked him like what it's like the chicken before the egg. I mean, did you just write in your style and then just gaming industries like came towards you, or did you start writing towards whether it would fit in that culture?
Right. So it was more of an idea. Like Sparks and I had, you know, different styles and different kind of musical things that we were doing in the past. And Sparks actually had this idea. We used to live together, and he kind of brought it up. He was like, "Yo, what if I did this video game album? What if I did that?" I was like, "Yeah, cool. What's up?" And so he started thinking about it, tinkering around with it, and that kind of birthed Game Breakers Volume 1. And with Volume 1, my input was providing input, helping out with stories, helping out with rhyme schemes, kind of building different things that he should be thinking of if he's pronouncing things correctly, stuff like that, and then adding some choruses and whatnot. And then, I started writing my own stuff. I have a song out there on Volume 2 called Hard Edge, and it was actually the first song written for the album. Sparks was like, "Look, I love this song. I got to have it. Can we team up?" And that actually was the birthing of Game Break. Yeah, cool. Game Break started at Volume 2, and Volume 2 is kind of where everything exploded from there. So if you want to call us the chicken, cool. If you want to call us the egg, that's what's up. But
yeah, man. Yeah, so it's just with that project, though, I encourage people to go check it out. What's a website just for that project again?
Oh, yeah, you can go to Bandcamp for Game Breakers Volume 2 and Volume 1. And actually, on any digital store that's out there, you can find Volume 2. So just check us out, man. Game Breaks, that's GAMEBREAX, one word.
Right, exactly. So, and when you hear that, it's a lot different than the song we just played. So the gaming style music, it's a lot more in your face. I've even seen, some of the videos on Facebook with your live shows. It's like, man, it's high energy.
That's right.
There's like a lot going on. It's like just like all this stuff, crazy stuff going on.
That's right. That's right.
And now we come to the music today, man, which I also love. It's like this is a lot more mellow, obviously, when you patch it up and everything. But in terms of the dynamic, I was hearing a little Linkin Park, just in terms of the structure, just because they kind of have this quiet, soft rap and these interludes, and all of a sudden the screams come in.
Yeah.
And I love that, dude. I love when you just kind of let loose at that moment, just this rise in the emotion and the dynamic of the song. I just love it. I think it works really well.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I teamed up with my boy, Steve Glassford, on that. Shout out Steve Glassford. He is such an awesome guy. We met online. He provided the vocals for the ending portion of that chorus that you hear, the screaming vocals. You're right. And then we tie back and forth with mine as well, because I'm a vocalist and sing as well. But as you pick up on the metal piece, I'm a very mellow kind of guy. So this solo project that I'm doing is kind of a step into my brain, into my mind, into my mentality. And it is that mellow side that you're kind of getting. It's more just a real feeling of who is Swats. And, I still got to have some of that nastiness come out every now and again, a little bit of growl. So I brought Steve in, and there are quite a few other songs in there where you're going to hear a lot more of that percussive style, but it is just this cool, chill, kind of awesome listening ride.
Cool, man. So the last question I got for you is the last two albums I did, I actually wrote all the parts myself, right? I played the instruments and sang, and never had a band play live my last two albums. It was purely like artistic and just fully exploring what I heard in my own head that was kind of separate from the bands I played with. So what's the plan? We were just kind of talking before the show. Yeah. Is that the intention is to play live, or is this just purely creative side project?
So it's definitely creative side project, but I want to make sure that I can get this thing out there live too, because there's nothing like a live performance. Even when it comes to Game Breaks shows and Game Breaks albums, you can hear the album, you can hear this incredible lyricism, and everything's just like sharp and precise, and it's been buttoned up. But then when you get to the live performance, it's a completely different experience. Like, we just come alive, and there's so many layers that are added onto it. So I want to see what that feels like with this project that I'm working on right now. My solo project is called Reclamation. So I'm toying with, am I going to pull in the Game Breaks band members, have them in and try to do stuff like that? But I'll be moving a completely different way than I do with Game Breaks, and I'll be sounding quite a bit different as well. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, guys, follow Game Breaks, follow Swats. Is it at Swats of GBX? Is that your Twitter too, or?
That's on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are Swats_GBX. Instagram is where I'm most active.
Gotcha. Okay, dude, awesome hanging out, man. Come back, be critic. Very well spoken. We got to hear more from you, man. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me.
All right, Rob, let's cue up the last tune is by the Forks. I know that. Can't remember the name of the song because I'm usually unprepared. It's a folk song, and it's by
Silly
the
Monkey
Forks.
Brains.
Silly Monkey Brains. Let's do this. Right there. Bingo. Right there.
Hush now, silly monkey brains, the time has come for bed. Rest your little monkey brain, remember what I said. Monkey brains are precious, keep them all intact. Love the monkey in your brain, take care how to act. Monkey brains are wild, remember to forget. The first time can come around again, be glad there's room to land. Like a turkey in the rain at first, it's a tough affair to love the monkey in your brain and take care how to act. Hush now, silly monkey brains, tired from playing the street. Rest your little monkey brain, the time has come for sleep. Hush now, silly monkey brain, remember to play nice, no matter what you...
Nice little folk tune from the Folks. Thank you very much. Or the Forks.
Folks.
From the nice folk.
The last time you're going to do an intro.
Oh, but so I got a couple thoughts on this one, right? So the Forks it's plural. So is it him and his banjo? Like they make up the Forks?
If you read their bio, it's actually, well, I think it's mainly one guy, but they're a duo. There's another guy that plays with them. There's something about, they're from Canada, and the main guy spends a lot of time overseas somewhere, which is, I'm not good for it right now.
All right, one more thought on this, Joe.
Real quick, they're more of a live thing, so that's why I did the live video with just him by himself.
All right, so obviously very stripped down, which I mean is common in the folk music industry. It's usually kind of stripped like that, but there's something about his voice, right? It just felt to me like he was holding back, like he hasn't, like he's not sure how to project yet, like he's close, but he starts to sing and then he starts to kind of pull back a little. I thought
Definitely.
I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but
could be the intimate situation he's in, because he is playing live and it's just him and that one little, the mix might not have been good, but if you listen to the actual recording, it's a little more balanced.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Nadira?
I think, well, first of all, darn, that guy can whistle. I really think that this song was probably intended as a lullaby. It sounds like a lullaby, like it's geared to a kid. If you listen to the lyrical content, it sounds like it's supposed to be silly, but you're supposed to pay attention to it. So I think that might be why you hear a little reservation in his vocals, because it's really supposed to be like, like the one guy that sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Somewhere over the rainbow.
Hawaiian dude.
You know, So I think it's really supposed to be really kind of reserved in that live performance. Like
you know what?
Joker
Maybe
said.
he's singing to a group of Washington politicians.
Oh,
You know,
my goodness.
That
no
makes
politics in the show, sir.
Makes a little more sense, in my opinion.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to cut you off, Dave. So Nadira, where can everybody find what you're doing lately?
Well, I do want to mention the Virgo Lounge will be in Canada in August.
Cool.
We will be in Toronto, Canada. I will be the Virgo Lounge. Just to break it down, is a the lounge by a sister singer friend of mine. She's celebrating her 50th birthday. A bunch of us are driving out to Toronto, and we are going to celebrate. We're going to be on the radio out there. We're going to be on video on Facebook Live and all kinds of stuff in Toronto next month. So please look for updates on my Facebook and Instagram. That's Gwendolyn Collins. Shout out to Isma, Gwen, a whole bunch of you. And you can find me at NadiraNorjahan.com or Nadira Norjahan. Google me and Nadira Norjahan. Everything else at Gmail. So that's it.
There's only about 30 of you out there in the whole world.
Yeah, only.
If that, no. So you got to make sure to get in touch, because if you're driving to Toronto from your area, you're probably going to. If you go through Buffalo, you won't see me, but if you go through Rochester, maybe we could get some lunch.
Might pass by. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see. It depends on what route you take. So anyway, Dave, any final words tonight?
No, you'd get a chance to see Joe's painted on boxer shorts.
You know what?
Oh man! All right, so thanks for hanging out with us tonight, everybody. Time to do my outro. I'm JoeJoeKeys. You've been watching Indie Music Live, episode 178. Thanks to Robert Hixvideo, as always, Hixvideo, for making us all look really good. Every Tuesday night, 10 o'clock Eastern on YouTube, even though tonight was Wednesday night. We're normally Tuesday nights. See you next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace.
Hush now, silly monkey brains. The time has come for bed. Rest your little monkey brain. Remember what I said.